Venerable Masters, Gurus, Teachers, esteemed and honorable leaders of society and religious bodies, distinguished guests and friends. I'm fully aware that we are about 10 to 15 minutes past 6 p.m. The aircon has been shut off, and I've been asked to reduce my presentation to about 5 minutes. So I'm going to skip all the jokes, I'm going to skip all the experiences that I had, and I'm going to compress it to the key points. So, my name is Joseph, and I've been asked by Teacher Chang to share my experience as a Catholic from a layperson's perspective. Now, I guess the reason he asked me to share my experience is because I'm a Catholic who also practices esoteric Buddhism and Taoism. Now, to be frank, I'm kind of nervous to share my experiences because my experiences in sharing has been less than pleasant. My friends look at me in disbelief when I share with them all my experiences with Buddhism and Taoism. I have friends who call me a wayward Catholic. I recall a friendly lady who was very friendly with me, but when I shared with them my experiences, she told me that she will pray for my soul and my salvation. So, when Teacher Chang asked me to speak about my experiences, I was very reluctant, but I felt that the heavens had a message, and I had to share it. So I understand I'm short of time, so I'm going to quickly compress the key points. So how did all this happen? I mean, how does a Catholic suddenly practices Buddhism and Taoism? So 10 years ago, I was very sick. I was down with mercury poisoning, and I was able to recover my health to a certain extent, but I hit a plateau, and I couldn't recover fully until I met Teacher Chang. Now, Teacher Chang did a lot of things for me. He also encouraged me to practice a lot of esoteric practices. And to be honest, I'm not sure which of the practices are Taoist and which are Buddhism. But all I knew was, as I kept practicing them, my health was getting better and better and better. Soon I found myself attending pujas, offering spiritual tablets, and also liberation tablets. Now, what kept me going was, I knew it worked. Just 3 weeks ago, I was seeing Teacher Chang, and he asked me to set up a Yu Jin spirit tablet at the ancestral hall. And the reason was because I foster a lot of stray cats over the years, and many of them has died. And apparently they had nowhere to go, and their spirits were affecting me. So teacher asked me to put up a tablet. I found it kind of strange from a Catholic that, that an animal has a spirit. Because from what I was told, only humans has a soul. We didn't think that animals had a spirit. But I did it. I put it up, and I was very surprised when I put up the tablet. I found that my arthritic thumb, I was suffering from arthritis in my thumb for a few months. And within a few days, the pain disappeared. And I found I was able to bend my thumb. And that really shook me and woke me up. It kind of proved to me that everything that teacher has been teaching me is real and is working. And so I continue my path with teacher. So what are my life lessons from all my experiences over the last 4 years with Teacher Chang? Well, firstly, I realized I'm ignorant. I still have many things to learn. Secondly, if there's any Catholic priests or pastors out there, please forgive me for saying this. I think just reading the Bible or Bible studies or listening to sermons is insufficient for our spiritual advancement. I think from my experience over the last 4 years, we need to include some kind of meditative practices to help our spiritual advancement. And that was my personal experience and my personal opinion. So my sincere apologies if I have offended anyone. Now, thirdly, just as if you look in the modern days, we have mixed martial arts. Basically, in MMA, we have martial artists learning other martial arts, incorporating other techniques to improve their skills and performance. We also see sportsmen and athletes incorporating different kinds of trainings from other sports, whether it's from weightlifting, powerlifting, sprinting, into their training program to increase their skill sets. So similarly, why can't a lay person like myself study and practices from other religions and incorporate it into my Christian beliefs and Christian practices so that I can be a better person than I was before? So in my case, it was not deliberate that I went to study Buddhism and Taoist practices. It so happened it occurred to me. But I would encourage everyone to be bold, to step out, and truly investigate every other religion's practices and see what works, rather than keeping to a cocoon and be respectful so that we can maintain the harmony. I think we should take a step further to go and truly find out from the other religions what are they doing, and whether what they're doing is something we can learn and incorporate into our practices. So to all my friends and critics who call me a wayward Catholic, this is my response. Speaking English does not make me an Englishman. I'm still a Catholic. And with that, thank you very much and for your patience.